Hey guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on something that I've wanted to do for quite a while now, but for some reason never did, which is I'm going to be building a base game apartment building. So as the structure is getting started here, I just wanted to take a moment to remind you guys that I'm currently hosting a giveaway for a pack of your choice from The Sims 4. This is going through April 21st, so you have a little while still to enter, but all you have to do is download Disney Emoji Blitz using the link in my description down below, get to level 15, take a screenshot and send me that over on Twitter, and you'll be entered to win a pack of your choice. Also, that link does act as a creator code, so anything you spend in-game will help support me. So now into the build. As you can see, I am building the exterior structure of this apartment building. And the whole idea was I wanted to be able to represent the idea of apartment living only using the base game. I thought it would be a bit of fun. And so that's what we're doing here today, but I'm totally open to doing a similar idea in the future, either with no pack restrictions or just a couple of packs. I think the idea of building a whole apartment building and decorating all of the individual apartments for just different personalities, it's just really fun. So let me know if you're interested in that as an idea, either as like a giant speed build or maybe even as a let's build. I've been seeing a lot of requests for the return of let's builds. So definitely open to your suggestions. But anyway, this is starting to come together on the exterior. Basically what I did was build the outside and split the inside into 4 micro apartments. I didn't specifically have a size in mind. I knew I wanted them to be very small because I just prefer that size of structures and apartments. And the apartments that are actually in the game that came with City Living and with Eco Lifestyle are so big. The ones in Eco Lifestyle are a lot smaller, but they're still kind of spacious. And so these go real small. These are very micro. They are for 1 sim each. So this is a lot that would be for 4 sims as there are 4 apartments. So on the inside, the 2nd and 3rd floor is where the 4 apartments are. And then on the ground floor, that's where you're going to find the community spaces. I have an area you can add laundry if you have laundry day. And then there is also a gym that the residents here could go ahead and use as well. So you'll see that come together when we get to the inside, but we're still working on, well, as I say, we're still working on the outside. We jump to the inside of the build. Just figuring out where I want to have some windows and then deciding that the gym is going to be down here. So working that out, I put some counters and cabinets over in the corner. You can see that's where I imagined a washer and dryer would be, or even stacked washer and dryer, so you could have 2 of each, which would probably make more sense for the amount of Sims that I imagine lived on this lot. And then drawing out the wall for the gym area. I did put windows all around the gym and a glass door heading in. I thought this was pretty realistic from what I've seen in apartments. So that is how we did that. And then it also made it so the basement or the entry level of this apartment building didn't feel so closed off. The windows give that appearance of it being a lot more open and having a big bright wall in there as well, because I feel like that's something I see a lot. There's something about gyms and bright colored walls. I probably like get your adrenaline pumping, lots of energy, bright colors. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know. But I wanted to include that in there. I thought it looked nice, whereas the rest of the build really uses a lot of dark swatches for the tiles, and then this beautiful wood floor as well, and lots of exposed brick, because I used the brick on the outside, so I thought it looked nice to bring that to the interior as well. So the 2nd floor of this apartment and the 3rd floor of this apartment have slightly different layouts, because you might have noticed when we were working on the outside of the build, there are bump outs on the 2nd floor. And I thought those looked really nice from the outside, but it made it so that the interior floor plans had to be slightly different. And I also imagined that the top floor were more recently renovated, but they were renovated for cheap. So like the countertops aren't as nice as they could be. They're just more modern in that they are plain colors. And then the 2nd floor has more traditional older cabinets. But we're working on the first apartment now, which is actually up on the 3rd floor. This is an apartment for a plant lover, aka an apartment that I would probably build every day, always, because I always add too many plants to my apartments. But I really wanted to do this specifically because of this wallpaper, which is, of course, a base game wallpaper that we got in an update a couple of years ago now, but I still really, really enjoy it. This plant also came from that. And so I'm putting some shelves over the windows to put some plants with some direct sunlight, also some shelves up above the bed. This beautiful hanging plant from Show Live Edit Objects as well. And I just wanted to clutter it up. I put some paintings around. We have a china cabinet, and then adding this table with these really pretty chairs that have floral patterns on them. This is the first of the 4 apartments that I did, and it's also my favorite one. I just went all out, and it was really cool having very similar spaces. Like I said, the second floor ones are slightly different sizes and shapes than the top floor, but generally having the same space to work with and decorating them completely different based on the personalities we were imagining lived there. So I'm totally open to doing this idea again. I'm actually really excited about it. And then this is just the bathroom. It's pretty simple in here. We did get a cow plant poster because I think that's kind of important for a plant lover. And I did stream this over on Twitch first, and chat kept asking if we could have pet cow plants. If you're interested in ever watching any of these streams live, by the way, because a lot of my speed builds I do build over on Twitch first. I do stream 4 days a week on twitch.tv/Miss Gryphi, and there will be links in the description down below if you're interested in joining us. I'd love to have you guys over there. This is some postcards I'm putting by the bed. I was just trying to get a little bit more detail in here. And I originally was going to have postcards like tacked to the wall above the bed, but then I decided that was going to be exposed brick, and that didn't really make sense anymore. So just doing that, getting a rug over here as well. And I think that's pretty much it for the first apartment. Yeah. So moving next door, we have an apartment for a bartender or a mixologist, however you'd like to call it. So I had to make sure to fit a bar in here. I thought that was kind of a fun task or challenge to make these functional with how much space there was and the fact that we have doors out to balconies, and I had to fit a bar object in this small space. So I really enjoyed that suggestion that somebody had. So I hope you like this apartment as well. It's very squishy. It's quite squishy. And I also really enjoyed that I'm not sure all of the personalities in this apartment building would quite get along, particularly on this side or the person that is going to be living below this sim. So we have a bartender up here who's probably mixing drinks, having friends over, being kind of loud. At least that's what I imagined. And our bartender friend here lives right above an older woman. We have a grandmother that lives below. We will be working on her apartment next. Here it is. Oh, I loved this apartment. I'm really happy with how it came out. As you can see right now, I have the new tiles and cabinets, but I'm swapping them out to have a little bit of a outdated look in the 2 apartments down here. I thought it fit better, and I liked the storyline of some of the apartments got updated appliances, or not appliances, but like countertops and tile and stuff, and the other ones just haven't been updated. Maybe the Sims have lived here longer, and that's why. But there is a grandmother that lives in this one who, is right below a bartender who is loud. And she just has some cute stuff, beautiful wallpapers that remind me of my grandmother. A nice table over here. We're going to have a jukebox. We have a china cabinet. I just think this one's nice and cozy. We also have a chair over here. I was kind of imagining it would be a recliner because I don't know about you, but my grandma loves her recliner. She even bought a new recliner for her living room so she could put her old recliner upstairs. So she'd have a recliner to read in her office. And I strongly associate them with grandparents, and so I needed to add a chair like that in this space, and then a TV to watch, which is above the bed, and then this is the bathroom. Nothing too special in there, pretty simple. You can see I'm working on both bathrooms at once because I wanted the built-in fixtures to be the same down here, and I think that's pretty much it for this bathroom, for this apartment, and then we should be moving next door momentarily to the final apartment, which, like I mentioned, I don't think that this particular sim is going to get along with her upstairs neighbor or her next door neighbor. And that's because the next door neighbor is a musician. So over here, this is a much more colorful apartment. It's got a lot of oranges and blues. Of course, I'm using the bed that is the guitars on it. I also really enjoyed these rugs that look like they're like Hollywood stars. I quite enjoyed that. I put one in front of the sink in the bathroom and one in the kitchen as well. I mean, just live that dream. Look at that and be like, one day I'm gonna have one of those with my name on it. And so there's a bunch of guitars throughout the space. I'm pretty sure that's the only instrument I added because in base game, I think we only have guitars, grand pianos, and violins. So I just added guitars in here. If we had like a stand-up piano, I don't know if that would have fit in here very well. But we also have keyboards, but those came with City Living. And I still really want drum sets. I want drums in the game. Sims, can we have drums, please? That'd be nice. And then this is just a bathroom. Have a cat jazz I almost called it a cat jazz piano, cat jazz painting. And that's pretty much it for this build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.